Hi everyone, Jon Mitchell here, Mayor of New Bedford, and this is another installment of the Mayor's Weekly Update. Post-election, first off, I just want to thank everybody who supported my candidacy for re-election in this election, and I want you to know, and I want everybody to know, whether you voted for me or not, that I'm going to continue to do what I've done every day since I got into office, which is to do my very best to advance the interest of the residents of our city, and I look forward to that work. It's been very gratifying for me personally, and I am fully committed to doing that. And along those lines, I wanted to say there's been a whole lot of work that's been getting done, notwithstanding that there was an election. So just this past week, we've seen some interesting things happen. Through our advocacy with a bankruptcy court judge who's overseeing the breakup of the Blue Harvest business on the waterfront, we were able to convince the court that the permits associated that Blue Harvest held and the boats that it owned remain in New Bedford, and that's a big thing. They're being bought up by the Whaling City Seafood Display Auction, the Canastra family, and so that fish will continue to come in. It's a substantial number of boats. It's seven boats altogether with the 45 permits or so. But as I think a lot of folks know, those boats are all draggers, traditional New England trawlers that are catching traditional New England fish, haddock, cod, flounder, but there aren't nearly as many draggers as there once were in the harbor. We have a harbor that is dominated by the scallop industry, which is great, but we also need to ensure that our draggers continue to do their work here, and that's going to happen by virtue of the fact that of this decision by the bankruptcy judge. So I really appreciate the work that our Port Authority did in advocating and echoing some of the things that I had said publicly about the need to keep the permits here in New Bedford. The second thing just this week is that we got a massive grant from the federal government to extend Leonard's Wharf. Leonard's Wharf is the wharf that is just to the south of Merrill's Wharf, the restaurant, and it was once a whaling pier and has long been a fishing pier. We're looking to rebuild it, elevate it to deal with sea level rise, and extend it out so that it can accommodate fishing and offshore wind vessels. $24 million from the federal government, which triggers a match from the state of $18 million, so $42 million total going into it, and that's a great win for our maritime businesses. So I just want to again thank everybody who supported those efforts. Another really important advancement, this one off the waterfront, this one up in the far north end. We're moving forward with the design work to upgrade Pulaski Park right next to Pulaski School to create another entrance to the Pulaski School off of Acushnet Avenue that I think will help alleviate some of the traffic on Braley Road that has been bollocksing things up there for a while now during the times of day when school lets out and school gets in. So again, that's an important project that's advancing. So despite the election, despite it being election season, we have not tapped the brakes on the work of the city, and I'm very proud of our folks for sticking with it. The last thing I want to say is Veterans Day this coming weekend, and we're going to be marching at 11 a.m. from Butwood Park all the way down Union Street, and we just encourage everybody to come on out. When we show up for Veterans Day, we communicate to veterans that what they did, what they sacrificed for matters. And so we really encourage people to come out because coming out communicates something to them. It also communicates something to younger generations, that service for your country is something that is worthwhile and something that society reveres and validates. So again, just take a little bit of your time out of your day. Everybody's busy, but if you can come on out and just thank them for their service just by being there, that would be really good. With all that, this has been the Mayor's Weekly Update. We'll see you next week.